G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. And for example, if those numbers not inflated, why can't these same people with all these followers sell other products outside of the music? Why their sneakers can't sell?
I heard somebody say, ain't nobody buying no G-Unit sneakers. 50 done dropped them G6s all over again, and them shit sold out all over again. Y'all forgetting that 50 Cent is a marketing genius. Nigga dropped the sneakers sold out in seconds. Not minutes, seconds. But let me guess, those was bots that bought the sneakers. What you got on them G-Unit shoes? What the hell is them? Oh, I thought you had on them G-Unit.
Sold out, fat boy.
Look, these G-Unit sneakers are moving crazy right now. They're selling out fast, and I still haven't even locked down my own pairs. But if you remember 2003, you already know this story. 50 Cent and G-Unit dropped an iconic sneaker that had people everywhere chasing pairs, and now that same energy is coming back around. The timing got Rick Ross talking too, and he clearly isn't letting 50 enjoy the moment quietly. Ross has been firing shots online, clowning the whole situation, and it's starting to look like this old rivalry just got a fresh reason to heat up. So, I gotta ask, does anybody even want to hear Ross go at 50 over sneakers, especially while 50 keeps stacking wins? If you're new here or you've been rocking with us, welcome to Dripzine. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss a drop. Now, let's get straight into it, because 50 has been around long enough to know exactly how to turn success into another headline and make every rival watch the numbers climb. Yo, 50 showing up at that versus with Joe was a moment. G-Unit stepping out instantly gave the night another level of energy, and the crowd knew exactly what time it was. Joe was doing his thing too, and the event had that throwback feel that made people remember why that era still hits different. Then, right around all that attention, 50 Cent brings back the iconic G-Unit sneaker. Now people online are joking that the shoes sold so fast they might have moved more units than Rick Ross's album. That's obviously internet talk, but the fact people are even making that comparison tells you how crazy the sneaker buzz became. I'm still waiting on mine too, with 2 pairs supposed to be coming. And to me, these are grown man sneakers. If you weren't around in 2003, you might not understand what these meant back then. Younger fans got Lewis Jordans and the newer waves, but G-Unit sneakers carry nostalgia. Seeing them sell out again feels like 50 reached back into his old playbook and proved that name still has real weight. That's where Rick Ross enters the picture again. Ross previously joked that these shoes would end up in Costco's and basically said, nobody's buying a G-Unit sneaker. Well, judging by the sellouts and all the attention around this release, that prediction definitely isn't looking too clean right now. So before we go any further, listen to what Rick Ross had to say not too long ago, because this one hits different now.
The sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other ain't even got no sneakers, but 50 give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. Example, if those numbers not inflated, why can't these same people with all these followers sell other products outside of the music? Why their sneakers can't sell? Why their alcohol can't sell? Why this can't sell? Nigga, if you genuinely gotten a gazillion people that could do this with your music the first week, why everything else you do outside of music is unsuccessful? Now, the new flex is no bots. You the boat, nigga. That's what Ricky Rose is. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
At this point, Rick Ross was clearly throwing shade, and everybody already knows these two have been trading shots for years. But this time, the conversation started shifting because creators online right now were giving 50 Cent his credit. The G-Unit sneaker was selling out in multiple places. People were talking about the comeback, and 50 was reposting creators who were showing love to the release. and that buzz kept getting louder. One creator came straight out and said the G-Unit sneaker was taking over with pairs disappearing fast. Then the jokes started flying that Rick Ross's album wasn't looking too strong next to all the attention around 50's sneakers. That comparison is mostly internet trolling, but you already know 50 was never going to let an opening like that slide.
I heard somebody say, ain't nobody buying no G-Unit sneakers. 50 done dropped them G6s all over again, and them shit sold out all over again. Y'all forgetting that 50 Cent is a marketing genius. Nigga dropped the sneakers sold out in seconds. Not minutes, seconds. But let me guess, those was bots that bought the sneakers, right? 50 bought all of his own sneakers, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Mind you, I'm kind of tight, because I ain't get a pair, but I'm going to get a pair. Need a pair of these shits to sit in the crib on the shelf. This is classic shit right here. This is classic New York shit right here. Niggas talking about New York don't fuck with 50. New York don't fuck with 50? The proof is in the pudding right here. Everybody in New York fuck with 50. You know why niggas mad? I'm gonna tell you why niggas mad, and don't laugh either. Niggas mad because they can't believe Reebok did a deal with a psycho. I teach you how to stand, and y'all know how I feel about the fitteds too. Look, somebody doing it right already. Get you the royal boob with the royal, come on, man. I'm gonna say this. Y'all gotta give respect when respect is due, man. 50 a legend, man. Treat him like a legend, man. He don't need bots to sell records, and he don't need bots to sell sneakers. They sold out. I'm getting mine today, by any means necessary.
That's when 50 Cent posted, "Why the CEO so quiet?" Yeah, that was clearly aimed at Rick Ross, bringing their old tension right back into the spotlight. Basically, 50 wanted to know why Ross had so much to say before the release, but suddenly wasn't celebrating those earlier predictions once the sneakers started moving. Of course, Ross wasn't about to stay silent forever. Once 50 started poking at him publicly, everybody knew a response was coming sooner or later. And Ross had something to say about 50 Cent and this sneaker run. Listen closely to what Rick Ross said next, because the back and forth was about to get even more personal. At this point, Rick Ross coming after 50 is starting to feel a little forced.
50 Cent, why you lying telling them people you sold all them shoes? Stop lying. You filed $100 million bankruptcy when you sold them last time. You got an endorsement deal. Same way you don't discuss your publisher because you don't own no publisher. Toast to all the real hustlers. Talking about they sold out so quick. Ain't no reseller selling them. Ain't no niggas buying them shoes, y'all. Don't go for that. Nigga filed $100 million bankruptcy when them shits was going on. Hey, Curtis Jackson, I saw that outfit you had on that Versus when you came out. Damn, you need a stylist. I'm finna enjoy a rap soda. Stop capping to the people. Ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. Y'all know damn well ain't nobody buying them ugly ass shoes. We know it. You know it. Rap soda. And one time for the publishing owners.
Everybody can see 50 is having a strong run right now. Between television, film, music, business, and now bringing the G-Unit sneaker back, he keeps finding different lanes to stay relevant. So when Ross keeps throwing shots online, some people are starting to wonder whether this is real competition or just another chapter in their long-running rivalry. But Ross didn't stop with the sneakers. He also started talking about having a stake in Versus, which makes this whole situation way more interesting. Remember, 50 recently appeared during Joe's Versus event with Donald Jones, so now Ross is basically suggesting that 50 stepped onto a platform where Ross says he has some ownership involved. And that raises a wild question. Would 50 really participate in a full Versus battle if Rick Ross was financially connected to the platform? Or was this completely different because 50 was simply showing love to Joe? Those two have records together, perform together, and clearly have a relationship that goes deeper than whatever business politics might be happening behind the scenes.
I had a question, say, Rose, you watch, they agree with me that the shoes was ugly, and they don't know nobody that bought them, but they said, Rose, you was watching Versus when 50 came on? And I thought about it, I said, wow, they may not know I own equity in Versus. yeah, guys, I own equity in Versus. So Curtis, thanks for your employment. Thanks for the pop out. That's why I thought Curtis wouldn't do the tip thing, because he knew Rose had a small piece of that, but he came out and did that for free. So next time I'm gonna make sure you have a Bel Air bottle, Curtis. It's the boat.
Ross even suggested that he understood why 50 never did that proposed, versus with T.I. saying he believed 50 knew about his stake in the company. If that's accurate, then Ross is trying to frame this like a chess move. But whether 50 even views it that way is another story. Because after all that talking, 50 definitely wasn't about to disappear quietly. Once the G-Unit sneaker started selling out and the nostalgia wave became a real conversation, he made sure everybody saw exactly how his weekend was going. And knowing 50, you already know there was a little trolling mixed into the celebration. So now watch what 50 posted next, because instead of arguing point for point with Ross, he decided to let the success, the crowds, and the moment do most of the talking for him. Look, shout out to 50 Cent, because right now he's moving like somebody who knows how to use his legacy.
I try to put these guys there because they was in the South when it was all New York thing. So they want to compare themselves to that later because they think the South will support them. But your fucking numbers don't support them. It's so much of a landslide. It's not even a thing. You know, but I'm gonna leave that with you, bro, because you always fuck up the culture. Sold out, fat boy.
I teach you how to start.
G-Unit built a name years ago, but 50 keeps finding ways to bring that momentum into new business, projects, and fresh conversations. Meanwhile, every time Rick Ross jumps online to take another shot, it feels like the trolling is doing less damage to 50 and creating more attention instead. That's the crazy part. Ross might be trying to clown the comeback, but all that noise could be sending more eyes toward the G-Unit brand. And 50 isn't stopping with sneakers either. He's also been talking about Paid in Full coming back, with Cameron connected to the conversation and more names being mentioned. He even had AZ on the phone, which had people wondering how deep this project could go. So break down the timing. The G-Unit sneaker comes back and sells out in multiple spots. The Versus appearance has people talking again, and now Paid in Full is becoming another major topic around 50.
Today, yeah. I was on that today. I got Michael. He wrote Brooklyn's Finest.
Okay.
And he wrote.
For you, I need a Paid in Full update. Do we have?
Today, I was on that today. I got Michael. He wrote Brooklyn's Finest.
Okay.
And he wrote the first pass of the. I'm getting ready to take it to Miramax, so we could get it going because it's ready. The first episode in his season arc, everything's done on that.
So we might see that 2026 or?
Yeah. Well, I had AZ on the phone today about it. We was talking about because the details of it, we'll go back to you understand the human side of the choices, so you can slow down. Cool. When you slow down, you'll get a chance to see the jealousy growing and things that happen that cause these situations between each other.
That is a serious run. Rick Ross can keep throwing jokes, but if every diss ends up bringing more attention to whatever 50 is promoting, then Ross might be helping the rollout without meaning to. Paid in Full could be the next move that makes this rivalry even louder. The G-Unit sneaker comeback is making serious noise right now. People online are throwing around claims of 3.6 million pairs worldwide, and the jokes are already flying that the sneakers moved more units than Rick Ross's album. Whether every number checks out or not, the buzz around 50's release is hard to ignore. So let me ask y'all this. Is Rick Ross genuinely throwing shade, or does he really have a stake in Versus that makes his whole 50 was an employee angle a chess move? If Ross actually benefits from the platform, then he can spin 50's appearance however he wants. But when you look at both sides, who's winning here? Both men have money, both have successful careers, and this rivalry has lasted for years. Still, 50 has the G-Unit sneaker making noise again more than 2 decades after 2003, plus paid in full on the way. Meanwhile, Ross seems more focused on responding to 50 than pushing a major move of his own right now. So y'all tell me in the comments, who really has the momentum here?
Twists and turns, I live, I learn. Let's go, friends, come on.
But here's another angle people aren't really talking about. This battle ain't even about rap records anymore. 50 and Rick Ross are both at a stage where their names are businesses, and every viral moment can turn into attention for whatever they're selling next. That changes the whole game. 50 understands nostalgia better than most artists from his era. He can take something fans remember from 20 years ago, bring it back with the right timing, and suddenly younger fans are discovering it while older fans are buying it because it reminds them of that G-Unit era. That's bigger than just selling sneakers. That's knowing how to recycle your own history without making it feel old. And Ross knows branding too. He's built businesses outside music and knows exactly what controversy can do for attention. So maybe this constant back and forth isn't as random as it looks. Every time one of these dudes says the other man's name, blogs post it, fans argue, clips start moving, and both brands stay in the conversation. That's why this rivalry keeps surviving. The real question now isn't who can make the better diss.
Was the versus you're
Ask Tony Yayo, he'll tell you everything.
Nah,
yeah.
I'm good.
No, I'm
I'm in the camp, the cops are coming. What nigga did? Just, you try. No,
Yo, why you always, why? Listen, this is, we supposed to be better than this, man, but it ain't gotta be like this. Listen, man. No, listen, man.
I try to make
you
feel perfect, bro.
No,
He
listen,
broke.
man.
He broke.
We was chilling. No, we was chilling. We was talking about you being a songwriter.
Yo, what a fucking movie. What up?
Sure, that's some fun popping in, right?
Pull up. The whole crew can slide y'all one. What up, Murder?
What's going on, my
What up? Yeah, yo, feed Yayo. What's up, man? What's up? I love the show. I can't lie. I'm trying to get a fucking, you know what I mean, some special guest section. Pull up. I mean, alright. This is mid.
It's who can turn all this attention into the bigger business move next. And another thing that makes this whole situation interesting is how different their strategies look right now. Rick Ross still knows how to get people talking with a quick video, a slick comment, or one disrespectful joke. But 50 seems more focused on building things that can keep paying him long after the internet argument dies down. That's the part people miss. A viral response might dominate blogs for one day, but a sneaker line, television project, movie deal, or new franchise can keep moving for years. 50 has spent a long time turning his name into something that works outside of music, and now every old piece of G-Unit history can potentially become a new product. And that puts pressure on anybody beefing with him. Because if you attack the man while he's promoting something, you might accidentally become part of the marketing campaign. Suddenly your response is getting clipped beside his product, your name is trending beside his name, and the whole internet is helping push whatever he already had lined up. That's why this next chapter could get real interesting. Ross can definitely keep the jokes coming. But if 50 keeps turning those shots into free publicity, then the trolling might actually be working in the opposite direction. But hey, who am I? I don't make the news, I just break the news down. At this point, 50 Cent and Rick Ross clearly aren't done trading shots, so this could get even messier. Get down in the comments and tell me who you think really came out looking better here. Subscribe to Dripzine, smash that like button, and set those bell notifications so you never miss another drop. Salute.
What the?
I'm not trying to be in the way. See, look, hip hop culture is connected to youth culture. You are not supposed to be the hottest in nothing at 60.
I know it sounds cliche-ish, but you just cannot give up on yourself.
Fuck that, man. I still got love for music. I'm never gonna lose that. Like, I'm always want to do something. And those are like entries. Look, it's me putting a little piece or tab or something in there for them here. That I still do it, that I still got it.
But you ain't giving us.
I don't need it.
I can't come. I know you
bust their ass right now.
About me.
Put them niggas out and I do the shit from 03 and fuck them up right now.
Right, true.
Right now.
So
do you have
bring them.
any
We go international. They
you
don't know what
got
the
any
fuck they talking
unreleased
about.
albums, 50? You got any albums you recorded you just don't want us to hear?
Yeah, I got music I didn't.
That's he got
albums
mad.
worth of-
If it doesn't sell, you keep it to your motherfucking self.
What sweet music, like Mike?
I did my first interview with Tony. He had been quiet for like 10 years because the music was winding down. It was
this concert stuff is saved the people.
Yeah, and it was, he was going on tour with 50, but that's just, he's depending on 50 for everything at that point. And we did the first interview. It was tense. At one point it got, he got kind of angry at me, the whole shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up with that shit.
Okay.
That whole meme that came from there, but he was like really kind of a little angry. And I was like, I had security with me because Tony was a live wire. You know, what the fuck Tony Yayo going to do? And I didn't really know him that well. But we did that and it blew the fuck up. And he was like, shit, I didn't realize people cared. And then, interview after interview, and now he's doing like Shannon Sharp, and then he did Kill Tony. So now he's in a whole different audience. Now he got his own show, and now he got 2 shows.
He owes just like debt of gratitude for introducing him to the
and I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm like, yo, come back to Vlad TV, boom, he's there. You don't try to raise the prices. You don't try to pocket watch. He doesn't do that type of shit. He's like, yo, let's keep rocking.
How was the versus? You're
Ask Tony Yayo, he'll tell you everything.
Nah. What? Yo, what?
I'm good.
No,
I don't even care if the cops are coming.
Did you really offer Tony Yayo millions of dollars to not do Vlad TV interviews?
I didn't want him to do it. He always says some stuff I wouldn't say. Like, I don't know why he's doing it. It's not enough involved in it for him to have to say that. Mm-hmm.
You be calling him after like, yo, why did you?
I don't know why you're talking about this.
I just had a question. Say, Rose, you watch. They agree with me that the shoes was ugly, and they don't know nobody that bought them. But they said, Rose, you was watching Versus when 50 came on, and I thought about it. I said, wow, they may not know our own equity in Versus. Yeah, guys, I own equity in Versus. So Curtis, thanks for your employment. Thanks for the pop-out. That's why I thought Curtis wouldn't do the tip thing, because he knew Rose had a small piece of that, but he came out and did that for free. So next time I'm gonna make sure you have a Bel Air bottle, Curtis. It's the boat.
And so earlier today, I posted up a video stating that I personally didn't know if 50 Cent could sell out Yankee Stadium 3 nights in a row like Jay-Z just did. I said that I know the international impact that Get Rich or Die Trying had and all that, but I don't know if niggas from NYC will pull up for 3 nights in a row for it. Now, obviously that video is circulating around IG right now, and out of nowhere, the homie 50 Cent himself chimes in the comments on my video and says that his last world tour was 103 shows and it was the top 3 grossing tour ever. Now that's amazing, that's fucking incredible, but I never asked or questioned if he could sell out stadiums overseas. I'm talking about NYC, the concrete jungle, man, the city that never sleeps.
Album of the year. All y'all niggas talking about bots, go get. Tell the bots to go get, when do the numbers come? I don't even know when the final numbers come out. Whatever my final numbers are, I'm gonna throw a party for them.
You see, like, love Rick Ross. I mean, you know me, I do like Ross. Ross came out and like the numbers on streaming were mad low.
If you've been in the game 15/20 years and you can't sell 100,000 records, you're not a legend.
These guys been trying.
Y'all, I'm playing the long game with my album, Set in Stone, out now. We pulled the streaming report.
Rick Ross!
Ross!
Is destined for me to detonate.
I like what you. Hey, you know that nigga 56 ain't dressed in. Hey, what you think about that nigga baby mama?
What's her name?
You know, the Chinese girl.
Yeah, I met her.
I did too.
I met you.
Whatever happened with you and 50 sitting down having a conversation, I think the world would watch that.
The first thing I would want to know is what is there to talk about? That he couldn't dress? That's all I used to tell him. Yo, you can't dress. You're not really getting no money. And I'm not speaking down on him because he live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but...
He lives in a 2-bedroom apartment?
2-bedroom. Catch the alley hoop now. Come on now. What does it say about him?
You're saying 50 lives in a 2-bedroom. He just did a big documentary on Diddy.
You sell W1000 and 9 CDs. I shouldn't talk to you.
They don't know. They don't know him. I keep asking them about these niggas. They don't know these.
First, I want to thank you guys for actually coming out. We're seeing more of me and her later. You know, we get a chance to do different things.
You hid. Look like, but she had.
So that is. Happened in Canada. Rick Ross got fucked up, man. All his bodyguards need to resign, nigga.
Lawsuit shit like that. 50 Cent sued me before his ass kicked him to sleep in court, sent him back home. He was poor. When we pulled up his banking accounts, I felt bad for him.
So he did drop Set in Stone recently, but he only did 22,000. 50 Cent has been having a fucking ball. Posted Ross, he says Ross hits a new chart low with his new album. He says, LOL, I'm sorry, it's over.
We all know that Rick Ross only sold 19,000 the first week. He was saying that Iceman was horrendous.
As I said on my story yesterday, 22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. Those drastic fall-offs, guys, that you see with a lot of those other artists is when the numbers are inflated. The bots, to me, the new flex is no bots. Keep it genuine, keep it pure. Let the music fight any battles. You understand? Come on now, this the biggest boss. I'm letting niggas know. Do the long game, baby. That's how we hustling, that's how we winning. We here 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? Those G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other niggas ain't even got no sneakers. But 50, give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the Shreveport shit ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. I'm a boss, keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game to play to sell $250,000 the first week? That shit cheap. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a motherfucking palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house.
Appreciate the last few months. It's been incredible for me, you know. I dropped 3 on that head top. These guys are dropping albums. It's like hello and goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And careful with that reply because the pen isn't dry. I'm just letting you know. That's what I'm on. By the way, let me pop it. Yes, double chrome bracelets. Okay. Cartier that your grandma would wear.
You know, do you realize what 100,000 is? I know you done lost all fucking.
That's like most.
Touch of reality.
No, we're like gambling with guys' record deals tonight. Most of you guys.
I didn't think niggas was getting that. You know, if you got 100,000.
What is it with you and Ross that's just been going on for so long?
I spell this to you, right? Nothing else works for him outside of mentioning me. When things get bad, you mention me. It gets covered further. Look at it. What kind of rich nigga cut his own grass? Why you out there cutting your own grass? You trying to save money, nigga? You don't want to pay for the lawn to get cut, huh?
Let me ask you.
The AC broken in the motherfucker.
Happy birthday. White boy, BBL Drizzy, I got a question. I saw you posted you got more money than Ricky Rose. And let's assume you did. Well, your best friend, Birdman, his house went into foreclosure 5 years ago. You done watched that man struggle them 5 years and ain't get that man a mansion. Cause if you got more money than Rose, what's another 50 million, white boy? Turd that new BBL Drizzy, the diss, the bomb. I hold your head up, cut it off like Rick Ross said, hold it up. Himalaya. Cupcake, man.